interesting turn of events today, as one of my latest videos have received a little bit of hate. So I recently made this video called Marvel Rivals Just Banned Mods. The title is not clickbait. One of the guys tried to call me out for calling it clickbait, but it's not clickbait. It's simply a short video of me in 5 minutes trying to explain all of the leaks, etc. that we have received recently regarding Marvel Rivals and modding. With Season 1, NetEase has added and implemented a lot of changes regarding the mods, where you can still mod the game, it's just much harder now, and the chances of you being banned for it now are much higher than it was, because you were always at a bannable risk for this, but now that it's become such a big thing, they might actually start prioritizing it a bit more. So with the next ban wave incoming, we will see if the modders are going to get banned or not. If I get banned, I will let you guys know, and I will probably just make another account. But yes, let's hope that doesn't happen, because I have sunken in a few pennies inside of Marvel Rivals. But speaking of Penny, so Penny Parker is the diva copy of Marvel Rivals. Some of you might remember her from Into the Spider-Verse, I believe. So yeah, it's this kid with a big robot. She's a playable character inside of this game, and this dude clearly has a thing for her that I'm about to talk about. But yes, the video did pretty good. 1,500 views, 25 likes, 5 dislikes, and then here we've got 72 comments. Now you can go through the comments during your own pace. You can see that I am either very respectable inside of them or just trolling with the people. Some of the people I've trolled, and I mean, obviously they don't know. Like one of the guys, I think his name is, what's his name? New T Jam. A pretty solid dude. I looked at some of his videos on his channel and I actually enjoyed his content. But yeah, he came at me and he was like, "Oh, this is clickbait, whoa, all kinds of shit, you know." He wrote an entire essay for me as well to read, and I was like, nah, I ain't reading all that. And I eventually got bored with him, so I just started replying with nerd emojis, because I mean, clearly that dude has a lot of time on his hands compared to me. But yeah, speaking of time, I gotta make this quick. So let me go down here to the person that I will introduce you to right now. So this is what you call a closet nonce, perhaps somebody that is projecting. This over here is the one and only Craig Moon. Craig Moon 2021. 21. Craig Moon 21 with 27 subscribers. My god, I cannot read today. 27 subscribers, and then he has a few very interesting videos on his channel. As you can see, he's got some Fortnite gameplay, you know, he's got no items, sub 30 Fortnite creative parkour plus bonus levels. Very entertaining video. Just 30 minutes of absolute dead silence with him running and occasionally dying to lily pads in a shitty Fortnite creative parkour map that was made by a kid for a kid. But yes, anyways, he probably had fun doing that. I guess this game is a little bit more up his drift. But anyways, let him enjoy himself over there. Let me show you why I am showing y'all this individual over here right now. So he replied, "Thank God," on my comments, in my comment section of the modded rivals that are banned. And I asked a very simple and straightforward question: which god and why? I mean, there's a lot of gods out there. I know some only believe in one, but I mean, I don't believe in any of them, so I just want them to be specific, you know, which god and why. And then he's like, "Oh, you're just deleting comments, or is YouTube angry?" I mean, I'm assuming YouTube deleted it because he mentioned pedophilia or something like that. I also had to Google what a PDF is, because I thought a PDF file was something that I had on my computer, but no, apparently it is something that Craig Moon is. A PDF file stands for pedophile, apparently. But yeah, whoa, that's a big accusation to just call this guy a pedophile, am I right? I mean, yeah, it's a pretty big accusation, even though I don't give a shit. I will show you now why I think that this guy is actually a little bit of a nonce. So here somebody commented, "The only mods I hate are the not safe for work mods." So I'm glad they're banning mods in that light, but it's kind of sad that the other mods are going too. That's completely understandable. This is probably a kid or, you know, a chick or something that's like, why do they need those mods? You know, they're probably not too aware of how video games and modding in video games work. So of course I hearted and liked the comment, like I tend to do with most of the slightly positive or positive comments. I then went to the replies, which was quite a bit of an issue, I guess. At least not for me, for Craig Moon over here, because now I'm about to make his problem a little bit bigger. So this dude said that it's client-sided, only you can see it. And then Craig Moon comes in with a reply, "Yeah, that's a no from me. I don't think people should be allowed to have a not safe for work mod of a minor on their screen." What? Firstly, Firstly, I had to find out who the fuck a miner is in this game, and apparently the closest thing I could find to a miner is Penny Parker, you know, the Diva clone from Overwatch. And, you know, they don't say her actual age in the game, like in the game's character, you know, because the characters in the game, let me explain it to you like this. We've got Wolverine. Now, the Wolverine in Marvel Rivals is not the exact same Wolverine as the one from the films, or the video games, or the comics, or the series. This is a specific adaptation for this video game, so he has his own look, his own style, his own lore. Same thing goes for all of the other characters. Now, as far as I know, because like I said, they didn't confirm her age in this video game, and based off of the comics and the movie, she's 14. But in the game, it doesn't state her age in game. Now, as far as I know, at least like legally, for a character to be playable in a video game, especially a violent video game where you're running around killing everybody, killing each other, I'm pretty sure that they have to be 18 at least. They have to be 18 to be a playable character in this video game. As far as I know, I don't know, maybe the laws changed or something, but I remember a few years ago that, you know, every character in the game that is playable has to be legal, because otherwise it would be a bit of a gray line. You feel me? A bunch of teenagers shooting each other. That would be a bit weird. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and say, since it is unconfirmed what her age is, I do believe that she's got to be 18. I mean, not only based off of her looks or the fact that she's playable. I'm gonna go ahead and say that she's 18 just for the legality of this video game. And if she is not 18 and the developers actually rendered her completely nude, like they did with all of the other characters, because there are a ton of R34 artwork on the internet right now regarding this game. And I mean, there's probably some of Penny out there as well, I wouldn't know. But what I do know is that when a video game has mods, no matter what video game it is, when a video game is moddable, it is an unwritten rule in the universe where if a game has the option to add mods, people will most likely add in CJ from Grand Theft Auto and a bunch of nude variants of the characters in the game, or a bunch of nude models or something like that. Now, the Marvel Rivals developers, NetEase, already rendered all of the characters without their clothing. So in other words, if you see Penny Parker out there somewhere on Pornhub or Twitter or Reddit or something like that, then it's not the people's fault. It is the developer's fault for actually modeling her like that, because people literally just take the asset models, put it into Blender, and then rip the clothing off of her, and then, you know, the character is already modeled. I actually tried this myself to like test to see if it's actually real. I installed Blender and I took one of the like character files, I think it was Black Widow. I placed the model inside. This was my first time ever using 3D animation, and I remember just dragging once, not knowing what's going on, and then boom, all of Black Widow's clothes were off, you feel me? Like, it was just butts and breasts jiggling, you feel me? So I was like, okay, so they actually did model all of the characters in the game. The developers actually modeled and rendered the nude versions of the characters in the game. So if there is a nude mod for Penny, which I haven't seen, by the way, I've been scouring the internet and the mod communities. I have not missed a single mod that has been released for this game, because I've been active in the modding community ever since day one. Ever since day one, I've been active in the modding community, and I haven't seen a single nude mod for Penny Parker whatsoever. I have seen Magic, I have seen Black Widow and Luna, but I haven't seen Penny. I guess Penny is a gray line even for the modders, so they wouldn't do that. Nexus mods would probably immediately take off the mod as well, not only because of its legality, but because they are very strict. They're very strict on the mods that are allowed to be uploaded on there. I mean, they literally took off the Donald Trump one. So obviously they're going to remove child pornography from the site. So I have no idea where you saw that mod or ever played with that mod. Maybe you like created it for yourself or something. Now you're projecting on here. But yeah, I've never seen a nude Penny Parker mod. I have seen like renders of them, you know, not her specifically, but I've seen renders of the characters that are used in like animations and stuff like that, like Overwatch used to have, you know, like actual just corn, straight up corn. Marvel Rivals has a lot of corn, and that is because of the developers that basically modeled all of the assets, all of the details on the characters. So if they did that, if you see Penny over here getting deep-throated or raw dogged by 19 inches of venom, then it's most likely going to be because of the developers and not the modders. course. But anyways, yeah, so that's Penny Parker over there. Magic, which is another chick from this game. I recently read her first issue from 2025, a very good comic. I'm not no like big comic nerd, even though it might seem like it. I might give off that look at first glance. But yes, I don't go balls deep into comics. I've only read like 3 comics in my entire life, even though I enjoyed them, and I am getting into it a bit recently. But yes, I am not too familiar with the lore and everything of these characters, just so you know. I'm here to 6v6. I'm here to just play the game and beat the shit out of some people. You feel me? I want to be Hulk and I want to smack around Loki. That's all that I care about. I don't care about politics. I don't care about their backstory or their lore or some shit like that. I don't even care about like the nude mods or anything like that, because I never focused on that. I played with the like jiggle physics and nude mod I think once or twice for a video, literally only for the video. The only time that I actually used mods in this game was when I made videos regarding them. You can go check them all out on the channel, and it was basically just a bunch of like silly montages reviewing the character or showcasing the character that I'm playing as, the mod for example. But yes, anyways, so he said it's a no from him. You shouldn't be allowed to have a kid naked on your screen, and no shit Sherlock, and also a no using nude mods for a character that literally represents human sex trafficking. What the I don't know who the fuck represents human sex trafficking in Marvel Rivals. I don't know why they do. I mean, I guess go get it, you know, like slay queen. But like I said, I don't give a shit. I don't care about the lore. I don't care about the characters even that much. I'm just there to spread ass, you feel me? I just want to go in there and raw dog some people with my Spider-Man, you feel me? I just want to whip them up and give them a good time. That's all I want to do. I just want to enjoy the game. I want to play the game. I want to have fun. I want to have a few shits and giggles out of it. That's about it. That's what the mods mostly were used for as well, shits and giggles. Because I don't think that there's a single person out there that unironically downloaded these mods to just like bust a nut to them. I mean, there probably is, but who? Like, it seems very unlikely that anybody would bust a nut to like nude mods in this game. I mean, maybe that is why I'm constantly losing in competitive. Maybe that's what my teammates are busy doing. Maybe they're just busy yanking the tank, you feel me? But anyways, I don't have a problem with Black Widow herself. I think those mods are cringe, but I don't have a problem with it. When it's Penny or Magic, it becomes a serious issue. So yeah, this dude definitely gets turned on by Penny and Magic over there. And I made a joke over here replying to him, where I joked and said, let me see my Black Widow jiggle physics in peace, dog. Obviously a joke that I've made multiple times on the channel as well, if you're like a constant subscriber or viewer of mine. But anyways, yeah, I made that joke over there. He said he doesn't have a problem with Black Widow. He just thinks that the mods are a bit cringe. Obviously, it's cringe. But like I said, when a game has a moddable, like if a game is moddable, it's going to have nude mods. That's unfortunately just how the life that we live in works. And then he said after this is the one that actually made me start this video, because I know that it seems like 13 minutes of useless yapping, but yes, finally we are reaching the climax, like he does after 6 seconds of playing Marvel Rivals apparently. But yeah, now get out of your mom's basement, get a job, maybe even start a life with a wonderful lady somewhere. Then you'll have something to distract you from your depressing life without having to goon to video game characters all day. Now just know that I didn't mention anything about the NSFW mods. I haven't mentioned them on my channel, you know. I haven't like actually made an entire video dedicated to fucking Luna Snow's ass physics, you feel me? I never did that. I don't do that. So the fact that he's just assuming that I'm playing with the mods, he's also just assuming that I'm living in my mom's basement. He's assuming that I don't have a job. He's assuming that I don't have a life or a lady. Just so you know, don't assume what somebody likes, you feel me? Because that actually hurt me on a very personal level. That actually very hurt me, and that has me in tears right now. Because who tells you that I want a lady? Who tells you that I would have a wonderful life with a lady somewhere? Who told you that? Because I want a femboy. I want to have a femboy, and I will have a happy long life with a femboy. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me who to date. You're not my dad. But yes, I guess you could be my daddy. If you're a femboy, just hit me up, you feel me? But yeah, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm fucking kidding, since I gotta like explain myself twice, since most of my jokes and satire are like bullets just passing your ear like you were fucking Donald Trump about to get assassinated. So since my humor apparently misses all of these fucking idiots like Craig Moon over here, firstly, I don't live in a basement. I wish I did. Basements are fucking cool. I'm from South Africa. We don't have basements here, unfortunately, because we don't have a lot of like natural disasters and everything like those places overseas, I guess, you know, where there's a fucking fire in LA on a daily basis, or like an earthquake, or maybe even a fucking tornado. I know that in other countries there's all kinds of shit. Here we don't have any shit like that. We have other shit, but we don't have a lot of natural occurring disasters, so we don't need a basement. It would still be pretty cool. I would love to live inside of a basement. I just live in a normal, regular ass room, you know, so I guess you lost on that one. Get a job. That's an interesting one though. Get a job. I mean, I could get a meaningless dead-end job like you, and probably get a lady that doesn't love me, you know, have a kid to try to fix the broken bond that is between you and your wife. You know, you'll have that kid to try to fix your relationship, but unfortunately, you will still get that divorce in 3 years, and you will probably end up committing seppuku because you realized just how sad and miserable your life actually was. Even though you had a wife, even though you had a job, even though you had everything in the world, unfortunately, that is not how life works. You could have everything, but at the same time have nothing. So you're clearly, I don't know how to say it, but you're not very enlightened. You're not very enlightened, and that's why, like, you clearly don't know me. I'm a very enlightened guy. I like participating and partaking. Wow, I can just not speak today. I love partaking in the devil's lettuce. You feel me? I love taking shrooms and shit, you know, opening my third eye, going to other galaxies and shit like that, you feel me? And that is all, like, all of my experiences through, like, those psychedelics and everything that I've used. I've learned that your ego is not your amigo, and that instead of judging people and instead of being a total dickhead, you should just continue living your life, trying to make the most of it for yourself and the loved ones around you. But apparently Craig Moon didn't get the memo, because yeah, he just goes ahead and assumes all of these things about me, very negative, very hateful towards me for no good reason whatsoever. I was very friendly with him in these replies, but he just decided to be a dickhead for no reason whatsoever. And like I said, this didn't necessarily make me sad or tilt me or anything. It just kind of alerted me a bit, and usually I'm high as a kite, so this wouldn't bother me. But now I'm sober and bored, so I'm making a video on it. Maybe it could be entertaining for one or two of you out there. But yeah, anyways, maybe consider learning about the characters a little bit, but that part is not big of a deal. Yeah, I am trying to learn about some of the characters, but I'm starting off with my favorite characters, you know. I don't give a shit about Penny Parker. I have zero interest in Penny Parker whatsoever, unlike you, so why would I necessarily go out of my way to read the comics about that? I mean, I would probably eventually one day, when I have read hundreds, maybe even thousands of comics, whereas to the point that there's only a few comics left for me to read. One of them are about Penny Parker, so I guess then I wouldn't have any choice but to read it. You know, then I guess I could get to learn the character a bit more, but at the moment I don't have any interest in a 14-year-old girl, unlike you, Craig Moon. That is very sad and concerning. Hopefully you can get help. I do know of a few hotlines. I mean, I don't know them personally because I actually enjoy making out with actual women that are above the age of 18, you feel me? So there are probably helplines and stuff out there for people like you that are in denial, you know, projecting. I mean, pedophilia, you're born with it, you know, so it's probably a very serious illness, you know, it's a very bad thing. So what I do suggest doing, Craig Moon, is seeking help, seek professional help, maybe reach out to a friend or a family member that could help you out. But yes, I wouldn't know anything about that from personal experience. You probably know more about that than me. So yeah, just reach out to somebody, man. Hopefully you could get some help and stop obsessing over 14-year-old cartoon girls from a comic book. But yeah, this one dude replied, "Magic is not a child." Where the fuck did you get that misinformation? So obviously everybody else in the comments and in the replies are also like, what the fuck is Craig Moon on? What is he geeking on? I don't know. I've taken a lot of drugs, but whatever he's on, I want some of that. I want what he's having, you feel me? But yeah, I called him out, and he's like, "LMAO, trying send people to attack my channel." I'm like, what? I didn't like send anybody to attack his channel. I just pointed out that he's probably a kid because he mostly plays Fortnite. And then he was like, "You don't know me. I promise I'm at least older than Penny." So yeah, he's probably 15. Like, if he's 15, it's understandable that he has this weird obsession with Penny, but if he's anything above 18, you should probably like get in contact with the police, or we we should try to find a way to get in contact with the police. But yeah, also, are you slow? Any amount of quick Googling will tell you that Penny Parker is in high school, and the game literally says despite her young age. The game says despite her young age. The game doesn't say that she's 14. The game just says despite her young age. Somebody that is 18 is still young. Somebody that is 19 is young. I mean, if I go to my mother right now and I talk to her about the neighbor that's 32, she's going to say that the neighbor is quite young, at least compared to her. So, you know, that's a bit subjective when it comes to the game. I am not defending this in any way. I'm not defending like Penny Parker being like above, like it's not like I'm trying to say like, oh no, she's actually 18. It's not like I'm coping or anything like that. I'm just literally trying to state facts over here. Like the game doesn't say anything about that. Just because it says despite her young age doesn't mean that she's a 14-year-old. Like I said, I mentioned a few things in this video about why she most likely is above 18. But I mean, hey dude, you're like fucking going crazy here over the age of a fictional character. And you know, I mean, I guess that just kind of tells me where your priorities are, especially if you take all of the time out of your day to write all of these essays and still be a dickhead. But anyways, are you slow? Any amount of quick Googling will tell you that Penny Parker is in high school. So yes, I did close up the tab over there because I actually did go to Google that to see what her age in-game is. But yes, like I said, in-game, they haven't confirmed it yet. Magic is an adult in the game. Doesn't change the fact that her origin is a clear metaphor for trafficking. Also, by the way, she aged up 7 years. Well, okay, so he just continues yapping on there a bit about ages of fictional characters. And apparently, like, magic represents trafficking in a sense, I guess. I mean, like I said, I've only read the first issue of her comic, so I'm not too familiar. I'm still waiting for the other issues to drop. This guy probably read some of the older stuff or anything. I don't know. He's a nerd that's very familiar with Marvel lore, I guess. And like I said, I might look like a nerd, but I don't go balls deep into comics or cartoons or anything like that. I'm just a guy that likes what he likes, and I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You feel me? But yeah, this guy has an oddly weird obsession with the ages of fictional characters. And also he has a weird obsession about telling everybody about the fact that he doesn't want them in the game. Even though nobody else has seen them in the game. Like, he keeps talking about Penny Parker. There's a new Penny Parker. But yeah, I mean, if you could like find me that link and send it to me so that I can report it to the FBI, since that is clearly illegal and it won't be allowed on any other site. So I don't know where you got that, Craig, but yeah, man, like, feel free to pop the link to me, dude. Okay, dude, hope it's a mature response video. Okay, yeah, so here he said, he said this, and then I was like, I'm making a response video now, hush. And then he said, okay, dude, hope it's a mature response video. I mean, is this a mature response video? Me calling Craig Moon projecting pedo? Because I mean, that is the impression that he's giving me. I don't know if anybody else is sensing that, but it just seems like he's projecting a little bit and just out of place. You feel me? It just seems like he's completely out of place over here. And I mean, no hate to this guy, even though this seems like a hateful video. Like I said, nobody knows me. Like, actually, if you actually go watch some of my videos or streams or anything like that, I'm just a guy that's high 90% of the time, trying to have a good time, mostly spreading positivity and good vibes. But if you want to come over to my channel and like just be completely immature and a dickhead like that, calling me out for all kinds of things that are untrue, especially getting very personal to a point where you're not mature. You didn't give me a mature reply. You went at this very childlike. And I mean, yeah, so if this is a mature video or not, that is up for you to debate. I think that it would have been mature to just ignore you and go on with my life. That's what I wanted to do. But hey, I don't have anything much better to do at this exact moment. Like I said, I'm going cold turkey. I don't have anything to smoke, you feel me? So instead, I'm going to smoke this fool online. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I know that it's a bit long, quite a bit of a yapping session, but I doubt that anybody would get this far anyway, except for Craig Moon. But yes, Craig Moon, I hate to see you projecting on me. Get some help. Have an amazing day. Like I said, no hate to this channel over here. I mean, you could go subscribe if you'd like to. Shout out to Craig Moon. If you enjoy watching 40-minute, 30-minute, you know, speechless Fortnite parkour runs, then this is definitely the channel for you. But yeah, man, he clearly needs a bit of a boost, so go sub, maybe comment or something. Personally, I'm not a big fan of him. He came at me a bit gnarly, so of course I'm gonna come back even gnarlier. But yes, that's about it for this video. Have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all again in the next video. Peace out.